Hey, Rams fans, welcome back to the Rams Review Podcast. Today, we're talking about a fascinating piece of Derby County history. Did you know only two South African players have ever worn the famous black and white? Who were they? How did they perform? Stick around and find out. Let's rewind the clock to the early 1950s. One of the first South Africans to grace English football was Norman Nielsen. Nielsen, who was born in Johannesburg, joined Derby County in 1951 from Charlton Athletic and was with the Rams until 1954. Nielsen was a strong defender, and at 6'3", his height was a huge advantage. A center half by trade, Derby also deployed him as an occasional striker. Nielsen ended up making 57 appearances, and he scored 8 goals for the Rams. He eventually moved on to Hull, Bury, and ended up finishing his playing career at Ripley Miners Welfare. Fast forward to the mid-1950s, and Derby County had Alf Ackerman inside. The striker, who was born in Pretoria, played for Derby from 1955 to 1956. He arrived from Hull for a joint fee of £6,600 for Ackerman and his Tiger teammate, winger Ken Harrison. Ackerman ended up playing 36 times for the Rams, scoring 21 goals. Not too bad of a return. One famous story from April 1956 involved Ackerman storming into legendary manager Harry Storer's office, his frustration growing after a period out of the team. Ackerman was restored to the Derby team for a match against Accrington Stanley, which was a crucial run in the Rams' battle for promotion. Ackerman did the business, scoring 4 goals on his return to the side. This emphatic performance, however, did draw criticism from the press at the time, with the Derby Telegraph's Will Shaw writing,
"His goal-hungry attitude is a joy to see, but I wish he would realise all the time that football is a team game. It was not until late in the game that he began to move the ball to better place colleagues."
Ackerman was eventually hit with injuries, and due to the emergence of Ilkeston-born Ray Straw, he was sold to Carlisle United for £2,250, which is about £71,700 today. So, what's the impact of these two South Africans on Derby County's history? Well, while we haven't seen a flood of South African players, either at the baseball ground or at Pride Park, these two certainly left their mark. It's important to remember that they were trendsetters in a time when the game started to become globalized. And while they won't necessarily be household names today, they do have their place in the storied history of this football club. If you enjoyed this history lesson, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Derby County content. Until next time, up the Rams.